What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Big day ahead of us, man. Big day ahead of us today. Oh, a lot of importance on today's close. Sitting at $108,976 right now, just a hair below $109,000. Can we get up and close above $114,000 today, guys? That's the question. Well, a couple factors come into play. One, we could see a massive short squeeze, and two, we do have a CME gap up to about $116,000. So it's possible, right? But if we don't, there's a possibility it could take us a good 6 to 8 weeks to climb back up to those higher levels again. So let's find out. Sorry, guys, my cough is really hindering my ability to get anything done here. I can't even sleep at night. It's so bad. Ramona, thank you, Rob, for all you do. Hey, no problem. Thank you, Ramona. Thank you. Absolutely. Ramona, one of our fantastic community leaders, my team member. Absolutely love Ramona. Absolutely love Ramona. All right, guys, only the one super chat today, so let's get into the chat a little bit. Paul, happy Sunday, buddy. Good to see you, man. Williams in the house. What's going down? H. Barbarina in the house. Kong City says also in the house, but not H. Barbarina's house. J Money, first Pokemon of the day. We got Bulbasaur. What's up, family? At work. Can't watch. Much love. Thanks for popping in, man. Thanks for popping in. P.S. Wannabe 6. Got a decent biometric wallet and trying to figure out how I get the airdrop. You missed that deadline, my friend. You missed that deadline. That was that promotion ended August 5th. It literally says it in the videos that I talk about it, right? When the deadline is. Quentin, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Blam, what's going on? We got Liquidity. What's up, everybody? 2 more months. DCA it is. Absolutely. Guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe on the way in. We got 114 people watching. We have 39 likes, guys. 39. Let's get to 100 likes. We can do it. We can do it. Ari, how's it going, Ari? Happy Sunday. It will be an interesting close today. Heck yeah, it will. Heck yes, it will. Right, what else do we have? Liquidity says, market is unpredictable right now, though. Predictions being both bullish and bearish. Short-term M2, rate cuts, liquidations. We either go up or down is the best advice we can give right now. Yeah, hey, the best advice I can give right now is don't use leverage trading right now. Markets are saturated with manipulation. Leon, this year belongs to, what? Mevaloxy, other projects can't compete. Oh, yeah, we got the spammers coming in. I don't know if that's a bot or something. Gamma Goddess will get you, man. Gamma Goddess will get you. DCA, like my life depends on it. Happy Sunday, Crypto fam. You're the man, Rob. Thank you, Jared. Good to see you, man. Adaido. Happy blessed Sunday, Rob and Crypto fam. Hope everyone's enjoying their day. I'm trying to stuff my bags as much as I possibly can until it's time to go parabolic. Yeah, let's get this money. Absolutely, man. That's what you got to do. That's how you got to be. Go fast. What's up, handsome guy? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Zbeck airdrop for Decent Wallet is over. Yes, that already happened. Yeah, there she is, Gamma Goddess. Not me commenting from my daughter's YouTube Kids account on accident, though. My coffee is still kicking in. Let's go. Isaac, second Pokemon of the day. What's going on, brother? Lick a tongue in the house. I'm broke, so I can't DCA, but I will hold. Sometimes that's all you got to do, man. DCA is the way, my friend. Danny, what's up, buddy? Checking in. Let's see the short squeeze upward to close above. That would be super fantastic. See Stories, what's going on? Hello and good morning, Rob. Crypto Future family, like and subscribe. Me looking where to put 1K of ETH into dips. Tough choice. Let's get that money. Me personally, one of my favorites right now, Zebek, obviously, right? Zebek is a fantastic opportunity, in my opinion. There she is, Gamma Goddess. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Gamma. Thank you. I'm going to have to keep muting it. This cough is torturing me. Danny says, if not, it's going to continue to work for dry powder. There you go. Exactly, man. Exactly. Daryl, recovering from a hernia operation could do with some bullish market conditions to ease the pain or some DCA opportunities. See what I did there? He said, we can. Don't sleep on it. Hey, Rob, what's your prediction for Solana this cycle? I could see it hitting about $600. Something like that. Something like that. Heads, we get more time to DCA. Tails, we're on our way up. There you go, man. There you go. Rick, be fearless and sit on your hands. Absolutely, man. Yoda, nice to see you, Rob. Just loaded up on some Telecoin today, but should have waited for the close today. Hey, I mean, if it closes bad, just DCA again later tonight, right? I'm going to wait for the close before I do any DCAing today. See what happens. Diana says, if you're here, hit the likes for Rob. He is the best. Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate that. So after the 2-month DCA, then we follow Bitcoin. We go up. Man, listen, I don't know what's going to happen 2 months from now, right? We're trying to analyze. Most people don't know what's going to happen right now, today. And you're asking me what's going to happen 2 months from now, right? Let's get through today's monthly close first. Let's do that, right? Thank you, Rob. Do like Zebek. Absolutely, man. You know me. That's for keeping us up to speed with everything going on in the markets. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Lewis, what's your honest opinion on what Bitcoin will do, Rob? God bless, brother. My opinion, honestly, is I think we see a little bit of downward sideways action. I think we could come down and hit that 106 level. Or, sorry, 104 level first before working our way back up. I think this market's going to shake a lot of people out, scare and frustrate a lot of people. And the reason I think that is because, guys, that's what this market does, right? That's what it does. Strawberry Dragon, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. AI Artistry. At least we know if weekly close below 110, we will retest 105. Yes, exactly. What kind of correction do you foresee for the alts? Honestly, alts have not really been taking as much of a hit as Bitcoin, like when Bitcoin does. So if Bitcoin does correct down to like 104, I honestly think you'd see an average, the average altcoin I think would see a correction of somewhere between 6 to 8%, maybe something like that. Nothing crazy. I don't think you're going to see no 20, 30% crash on altcoins. Venom, I can't wait. Been buying, holding since 2022. Our time is coming. Patience is key. Absolutely, Venom. Absolutely, man. Patience and consistency. Ben, if it was easy, normies would do it. DCA, FUD away. Absolutely. All right, what do we got? 152 people watching, 54 likes. We're halfway there, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get it up. That's what she said. Let's get into the news a little bit, see what's going on around the market. All right. Quick shout out as always, guys. Decent biometric wallet, not your keys, not your coins, my friend. Use our link down below. Get yourself a 2-for-1 deal on the biometric wallet today. You can swap, take profits, and even stake your crypto right on there. Like I just said, let's get through today. Let's get through the monthly close today to see which direction. Guys, listen. I understand everybody wants to know what Bitcoin's going to do 2 months from now, but we don't know what Bitcoin's going to do today, right? We don't even know if it's going to close above or below $114,000, and people are asking me what's going to happen to Bitcoin 2 months from now, right? Let's get through today. Let's get the results for today. see how the market responds to the monthly close before we can start projecting what's going to happen 2 weeks from now, let alone 2 months from now, right? Yes, I'm still 60-40 RE on the daily close to the downside. There's a chance we move up. We could see a short squeeze combined with the CME gap up to $116,000. That could push us upwards for sure. It could. For sure, it could. All right, let's get into. Speaking of Bitcoin price action, let's get into this article. Bitcoin holds $108,000 to $114,000 demand zone as Q4 setup remains strong. Bitcoin has corrected slightly after a strong rally, but continues to trade within a key demand zone. Market observers note that price action remains structured, with potential strength developing as traders prepare for the final quarter of the year. My goodness, this cough. Stock Money Lizards shared that Bitcoin has entered a high demand zone area between $108,000 and $114,000, where buyers have previously shown strong interest. This range has historically served as a launch pad for further rallies, fueling speculation of accumulation at current levels. According to the chart shared, the correction followed a controlled structure rather than signaling weakness. Each retracement has respected demand zones and aligned with descending trend lines that eventually broke upward, suggesting a repeating accumulation pattern. Market participants often misinterpret September's quiet trading as weakness. However, historical data indicates this period usually builds a base for Q4 rallies. Traders are watching closely to see if this setup leads to another push towards $125,000 to $130,000. September has traditionally been a slower month for Bitcoin, with sideways movements creating frustrations among short-term holders. Stock Money Lizards cautioned that this pattern should not be mistaken for a lack of strength. Periods of lower volatility have often given institutional investors the opportunity to accumulate without disrupting price structure. The repeating pattern of pullbacks followed by trendline breaks supports this narrative and controlled market behavior. That's because they purchase OTC. This approach suggests that smart money may be quietly preparing for higher volatility later in the year. Market observers are therefore looking beyond the current consolidation towards stronger price movements as Q4 begins. Crypto Patel added another dimension to the market outlook, pointing to an 86.4% probability of a September rate cut. Traders are pricing in this move as economic data points towards easing conditions. I don't know about that, guys. I don't feel like the market is pricing in a rate cut right now. It doesn't really seem like the market that consists of a pump in the market, and we haven't seen a pump in the market in like a week and a half, really. So I wouldn't say the market's pricing in a rate cut right now. I don't think that's accurate, which is a good thing, right? If a rate cut were to happen, it would widen liquidity and send risk assets like Bitcoin and altcoins reeling back into demand. However, liquidity has tended to boost capital flows into digital assets, in line with historical patterns of relative strength in late year trading. However, market volatility is likely to increase as participants adjust positions around monetary policy expectations. To validate these probabilities, income employment figures will be pivotal, potentially marking acute movements across the crypto market. So don't be so quick to think that the market's going to dump. That's what they're saying. Ryan, what's going on, buddy? Charts looking crazy right now with the alts holding well. BTC looking bearish. Who knows? Absolutely. Terry, what's going on, man? DCAing yesterday, but today is a new day. Not touching grass, but cutting grass. There you go. Happy to have more time to DCA. Me too, C Stories. Me too. We got Crowded World Talks. Good afternoon. I'm calling you out for being too positive. Just kidding, my brother from another mother. Nice. Well played, sir. Well played. Pith ready for the next leg up? Yeah, a little bit of consolidation for Pith. I like that Pith is consolidating between 18 cents and 20 cents. That is very, very bullish. Very, very bullish indeed. Beast mode. Holding till freedom is my plan. Absolutely, man. Eventually it'll come. You know me, are CME gaps able to be filled during the weekend? No. No, they're not. But here's what I would say, though. If we it's a catch-22 almost, right? Because if we pump up today and fill the CME gap to 116K, well, guess what we do? We create another CME gap that has to come back down and fill again, right? So it's a kind of a catch-22. But that would be fine. Here's the thing, though. That would be fine for us to jump up, close the CME gap tomorrow at 116, get above it today, close it tomorrow, drop back down because we got the monthly close that we needed. So dropping back down after that to fill the CME gap, we'd have another whole month to climb back up again. It wouldn't be a big deal, right? So I think the rate, if we get a rate cut, everything will be all right. Too much positive mental attitude, really a thing. Yes. Ken and Lisa, hope you're feeling better soon. Thank you. Is it possible tonight on Zoom you can explain the short and long squeeze? There is no Zoom tonight. There's no Zoom on Sundays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Friday, Saturday is the open mic. Thursday is the special guest live stream with Max and Rule on the Thursdays. David, my bags are going to be way bigger than I was anticipated for the run-up. Exactly. Bridge, my guy. What's up, man? Still thinking 3 cents 5, 3 cents 2 dip on ZBEC? Yeah, I put in a short today for the next support levels for YouTube. So check it out. Check out the short. I put in 2 or 3 support levels to watch for on ZBEC if you're wondering. How far off has BTC deviated from the M2? Half a kilometer? I don't know. Here's the thing, guys, and I've said this all along. The Bitcoin has an 80% correlation to the M2. So 20% of the time, it's going to deviate slightly and then catch back up to it again, right? So just because Bitcoin is de-correlated to the M2 money supply at the moment, doesn't mean it's not going to follow back up again. It's only decorrelated 20% of the time. It will catch up, right? Stargazer, what's going on? I've been investing into Velo, not Velo Finance. Yeah, I know the project. You still think Velo can reach 30 cents? Yes, I do. I might have invested into the wrong Velo. No, you're in the right Velo. Really, Velo and Velodrome are both good projects. You really can't go wrong. But I know the Velo you're talking about, yes, and I am bullish on that specific Velo. Yes. More bullish than I am on Velo Finance. So is there a good chance the 4-year cycle breaks if we go into the next year, possibly mid-January? Listen, if Bitcoin closes before the end of this year, November, December, altcoins will run into 2026, but that doesn't break the 4-year cycle. The 4-year cycle is correlated to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin still would have closed inside the 4-year cycle. I'm also thinking about rolling my 10K Crow into XYO for better ROI. Not a bad idea. You got good profit on Crow. Yeah, roll it over. Not a bad idea, man. Not a bad call. I dig it. All right, what else we got going on in the news? Got a little minute clip here from Pompliano. Check this out. Bitcoin has been falling in price, but on-chain data says everyone should just chill. Oh, there's no volume on it. What the heck? Oh.
Well, here to understand it, Bitcoin's price has been crashing, and everyone keeps asking me, is the bull market over, or will we go back up? Well, here to understand it better is analyst Frank Fetter. Frank points out that on the pullback to $109,000, Bitcoin tapped the oversold zone on the short-term holder MVRV Bollinger Band. The last occurrence was at the $74,000 bottom in April. Since then, Bitcoin's up 51%. Now, Frank also says that Bitcoin hit the short-term holder price, and it bounced like a kangaroo right off of it. And then lastly, Frank points out that the short-term holder capitulation is near. Their 7-day cost basis change is on the verge of flipping negative. Once they're underwater, they'll be dumping Bitcoin, and we'll go right back up because the long-term holders will be back in charge. So again, there's lots of noise out in the media. There's plenty of people all over social media who've got negative sentiment. All you got to do is look right on chain. Look at the data. The data tells us, yeah, this drawdown, it's a drawdown for ants. And my guess is Bitcoin will be right back to future prices before we even know it.
It's a drawdown for ants, guys. Come on, right? Get it together. Let's have a look at the Coinbase app ranking, see what's going on there. Chris dropping that cheddar. What's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. How's Gary looking from a chart perspective? Let's check it out. I'll check it as soon as we check out the Coinbase app ranking. We are down from yesterday, 335. We are down from 323 among all apps. Among finance apps, we're up 2 spots from 24 yesterday to 22 today. So not bad, not too bad. You want to look at the Gary chart, you said, right? Say Gary? Yeah, you said Gary. Let's have a look. Let me pull up the Gary chart here. Well, Gary's holding support fairly well right now. Found a nice support level. If Bitcoin does dump later today, you could see Gary try to catch support down here at about 20427, which has been a significant level in the past, as you can see. But so far, so good. Holding support. Probably some resistance. Not really much resistance until you get back up to where are we? What is the significance of this bar here? I don't know why this is here. I must have been screwing around. We don't really have much resistance after that. Really any, honestly. You could shoot right back up again. You don't have a lot of resistance here. You could just consolidate where you are if you hold support and work your way up. I wouldn't be surprised to see another leg up. If Bitcoin consolidates, if Bitcoin moves up, if Bitcoin dumps, it could drag altcoins down, which could see Gary probably come down to this 20427 level, brother. That's what I would be watching for. Oh, House, what's up, man? I hope it gets. I hope it goes sideways. September, October. It has consumed my life to try and learn as much as I can. Get to the Patreon, people. Absolutely, updates on there will keep you current. Thank you. Hey, absolutely, man. I agree with you too, man. I would not be upset about a couple more months to fill my bags. That would not be objectionable to me. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Federal Reserve, September rate cut likely as probability rises. An 86.4% probability exists for the U.S. Federal Reserve rate cut in September, influenced by market sentiment and the CME FedWatch tool. Institutional investors respond by reallocating assets towards crypto, impacting Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana. The impending Federal Reserve meeting has stirred financial markets with an 86.4% probability of a rate cut. This speculation affects institutional investors who are adjusting portfolios. The central actor in these decisions is the Federal Reserve. FOMC market stakeholders are maneuvering for potential policy easing. The expectation of lower borrowing costs is prompting institutions to reevaluate asset allocations, with several companies noticeably accumulating Ethereum. This adjustment comes as past meetings saw rates held steady, maintaining cautious stance on risky assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Kevin Rusher, CEO of RAK, noted, in September, I expect the drivers for Ethereum's price to remain largely the same as they are today. Key among these growing trends are companies buying Ethereum for their treasuries. Standard Chartered named this as the main reason for increasing its Ethereum price target to $7,500. Anticipated rate cuts potentially heighten risk appetite, drawing flows into crypto markets. Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana are directly affected. The lower interest rates boost these cryptocurrencies. Solana is identified as a significant beneficiary with bullish technical indicators. Gold has seen rising interest, gaining 29% as investors hedge against uncertainties and rate volatilities. Current economic conditions may enhance crypto's appeal, potentially leading to broader investment influxes. Historical patterns indicate that dovish Fed pivots have previously sparked risk asset rallies. Very nice, very nice. In recent months, Ethereum has demonstrated stability through its cost basis accumulation zone, signaling against volatility, support against volatility. This environment hints at a greater resilience in Ethereum. Absolutely. I think Ethereum and altcoins are going to continue to outperform Bitcoin, if not increase the outperformance. So keep an eye on that. I should make more content on XDB chain. I threw some XDB chain content in the other day. Regarding the Coinbase app ranking, we're looking for top 10. Yes, you are correct. Top 10, top 5, top 3, top 1. It's last cycle it got to the number 1 app. So definitely hasn't been priced in yet. I agree, Fridge. I agree, brother. Ken took profits, both Crow and Pith. Rolled some into Wormhole. Do you think that's a good idea? Wormhole's been pumping, but yeah, Wormhole will do very, very well. I can't wait for the Jasmine partnership comes together. Jasmine is going to be a powerhouse. I agree, Venom. I agree. I actually have a video coming out later today about an update with the platform they're developing with Panasonic. So you're definitely not going to want to miss that. Right. What else do we have? Check this out. This was from the other day, guys. The latest update on the Lisa Cook lawsuit hearing. Let's listen in. We've been following this case. Ari says, I'm super excited for Pith and W. Me too. Me too.
Hear Lisa Cook's lawsuit against President Trump. The Federal Reserve Board of Governors and Chair Jerome Powell. Joining us right now is former Assistant Attorney General Jonathan Cantor. He's a CNBC contributor, distinguished law professor at Washington University in St. Louis. You've now read the filing yesterday, Jonathan. I want to get your impressions of the strength of that case and how you think all this may play out.
Yeah, so there's going to be a hearing this morning. She is seeking a temporary restraining order and an injunction, essentially to keep everything in place so that she can hold her job while this legal drama plays out in court. Her arguments are exactly what we expected, which is that the president didn't have adequate cause to remove her, that it was just pretext, the mortgage issue was just pretext, and that he's really removing her because he wants to lower interest rates and has a policy disagreement. To support her argument that it's pretext, Governor Cook argues that nobody ever even picked up the phone to call her or her attorneys to ask for an explanation as to why the mortgage documents appear the way they do. But instead, they denied her, she argues, due process and went ahead and removed her without any investigation or inquiry into the matter.
What is your thought, just more broadly? There's the court case, and then there is the court of public opinion. And one of the things in this document, you had suggested when we last spoke that you thought there was going to be some kind of defense or explanation of what took place with these two mortgages. There really was not. There was maybe a reference in one place to a clerical error, another place they used the word ERRED, E-R-R-E-D. And I just wonder whether ultimately, not that she might not get a stay temporarily, but longer term, what this does just to the credibility of the Fed without going out there and saying, look, here was the mistake, or here's whatever it was, if that's the case. Because there have been situations where Fed governors have stepped away for doing things that may not have been illegal, but maybe people thought were wrong.
Yeah, that's a political question, and it's a fair political question. And so I think the public will likely demand more information about what happened here to assess whether she's fit to continue service. I think her argument is that this was a referral, a criminal referral to the Department of Justice, and that criminal referral is now serving as the basis for her removal, and that denies her due process, and it violates the Fed statute, which requires sufficient cause to remove her from office. Now, the interesting part about this, Andrew, is that to get to the bottom of this, to answer these questions, it will require an evidentiary hearing in court. And what that means is testimony from people, not just Governor Cook, but in the administration, internal documents, and it's part of discovery to understand exactly what.
I personally don't think it's really going to go that far, guys. I really don't. I think the matter will be resolved, but I'm having a lot of fun following the case. I think it's following this storyline. I think it's very entertaining. Anyway, so that's the latest on that. Now, listen, guys, there is something I wanted to pivot to that I wanted to address. I just wanted to make sure we got far enough into the stream that we had enough people here to kind of talk about it, okay? Something that I have to give credit to Crypto Archie, right, for bringing this up today. All right, I was watching his live stream earlier this morning, and he's absolutely right. This is something that a lot of the good YouTubers have to kind of get together, and we have to fight against this stuff from happening. And so I'm definitely, behind Crypto Archie 100% on this stand. So 100% respect to him. Make sure you guys shoot him a sub and everything like that. Follow him over on X. And this is important, guys. This is important, okay? Because this is the problem with crypto. This is why people are getting scammed. And this is why you guys always ask me, like, why I don't talk about meme coins and stuff like that. Why I don't show meme coins and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with meme coins, right? They're good. Like, people make money on them. People have fun with them, all that kind of stuff. There's too much stuff like this happening with meme coins and stuff, though. Look at this. Okay, so basically, these two guys, Archetype and Crypto Galaxy, right? These are screenshots of their conversations. What they're doing is they're getting these projects that are pump and dumps and rug pulls and stuff like that, and they're asking for. I'll just read it to you. They're asking for like a supply of the tokens plus like money to put buy alerts out there to their communities, fake buy alerts. So what they're doing is they're having the company pay them, right, to put a buy alert out to their community that they're buying some of this token, but they're not actually buying this token, right? And as a result, it's like their followers are getting wrecked. People are losing money, and this is not cool, man, right? This is not cool at all. And again, I got to give full credit over to Crypto Archie I had no idea that this was going on until I watched his live stream today, and it was absolutely infuriating to me that this was happening, right? So this is a screenshot here. It says this is Crypto Galaxy. Right now on the low end, I can do 1% of the supply and 30K. So he wants $30,000 plus 1% of the total supply. And he can do his marketing as soon as tomorrow. So basically he'll start shilling to his community as soon as tomorrow. So he's asking for $30,000 plus 1% of the max supply, and then he'll start telling his community to buy their coin, right? And he's not even buying the coin. He's not even interested in the coin. He just wants to get paid for it. And then he tells his followers to go buy it. He puts out a fake buy alert, right? So then he says 1% is close to 10K. And with your promotion and other KOLs we have coming, it's an easy 10X. He says, I've been swamped pumping coins for other collabs. So he's been doing this nonstop. He's been doing it for multiple projects, right? Says, I'll be happy to include Kurt. Kurt is the coin that we're talking about in question here. It's a meme coin, right? Into the mix. He says, my influence is strong. 1% and 30K USDT is where I'll have to be. So he wants to get paid 30 grand plus 1% of the supply, man. This is very, very infuriating, guys, right? This is why I don't push and show meme coins and stuff like that. They take these projects that are brand new meme coins and stuff like that, and they push them out. And this stuff has to stop, guys. Crypto Archie is 100% right on this, man. 100% right on this. And I got to stand behind him on it 100%, right? Because this is, if we don't call this stuff out, guys, this is why people keep getting wrecked. You want to know why crypto gets a bad name and stuff like that? This is why, right? So, I don't know, man. I don't know if you guys follow Crypto Galaxy or Archetype, I guess. He keeps changing his name and stuff like that, right? But I personally wouldn't be taking advice or anything like that. So anyway, here's Crypto Archie's page too, guys. Make sure you go give him a follow, subscribe to his channel. He drops some good alpha, drops some good Caspa stuff. I've been watching his Caspa content for probably a year and a half now or something like that. So yeah, absolutely solid dude, solid YouTuber. I like his stuff, and you know what? He's absolutely right. So definitely follow him on X and shoot him a sub, because this kind of stuff's got to stop, man. It's got to stop, 100%. 100%. All right. What else do we have going on out there in the news? Oh, Archie's in the chat. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in, man. And thanks for bringing that to my attention in your live stream today, man. I was so pissed off, brother. I was so pissed off when I saw that, man. I couldn't believe it. Adrian, you still have the rock song playing in the background? Yes, I do. I know I do. I played in the background a little bit of noise, right? Braveheart says, please hit the likes and subscribe. It's easy to help the alt season kickoff. Please and thank you. Yeah, guys, listen, if you don't hit the like and you don't subscribe, it kind of delays altcoin season, right? It's scientifically proven. So BlackRock Ethereum ETF sees 968 million in weekly inflows. So the inflows are picking back up. BlackRock's Ethereum ETF has seen a staggering 968 million in net inflows this past week alone, signaling a powerful move by institutional investors into the ETH market. As retail sentiment remains cautious, the world's largest asset manager is sending a clear signal. Confidence in Ethereum is building among deep-pocketed players. Dave, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. This isn't just a one-week anomaly. It marks a trend where traditional financial giants are steadily increasing their exposure to crypto, particularly Ethereum. Meanwhile, smaller investors, perhaps burned by past volatility or uncertain about regulatory clarity, are sitting in the sidelines. The surge in crypto suggests institutions are positioning themselves ahead of an expected Ethereum catalyst, probably an Ethereum ETF approval. Network upgrades, that's right, we do have the network upgrades coming for Ethereum as well. Guys, you just wait till Ethereum goes into price discovery mode. You just wait for it. Altcoins are going to melt your face. Or a broader crypto market rally. BlackRock's early involvement is rarely casual. They move strategically and typically ahead of the retail. Exactly. The accumulation phase echoes similar moves seen in earlier days of Bitcoin ETF eras, where institutional inflows preceded massive price rallies. It's a classic case of smart money accumulation. Exactly, guys. Historically, the institutions are stacking an asset aggressively. It's only a matter of time before the rest of the market catches on. Are you gonna? Guys, I always put my pennies where they put their dollars. Simply put, right? Full stop. I don't listen to what they're saying. I don't. When what was it in 2023 when Jamie Dimon was on television telling people that Bitcoin was a pet rock, but at the same time, JP Morgan was tripling their digital asset department. Like, don't fall for it, guys. Don't fall for it. Period. Right? Put your pennies where they put their dollars. That's the way she goes. Way she goes. All right, let's go back over, have a look at Bitcoin. So I don't know what kind of a close we're going to have here, guys. I don't know what kind of close we're going to have. We've got about 5 hours left, 5 hours and 7 minutes till we get the daily close. We just keep bouncing, rejecting off of our little golden pocket here, a little liquidity zone. Big sell wall there, seems like. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's go check out the liquidation levels, actually. What do we got going on over there? See if people are closing their short positions out of fear, maybe. But I mean, if they were, Bitcoin would be going up, right? That's what we need to do. We need to spook them. So yeah, to get to $114,000, it's only going to liquidate $1.28 billion worth of shorts at this point. So I don't know if it's going to happen, guys. I wouldn't be shocked. There's just as much on the daily time frame. There's just as much longs down to 106.277. I mean, if we flush down to 106 support, then yeah, 1.25 billion in longs gets liquidated. I wouldn't be surprised to see us go down to 106 tonight, guys. On the weekly time frame, yeah, 3.11 billion gets liquidated at 106. Yeah, but look at these shorts, though, guys. Look at these shorts. Holy cannoli! 114,000 is going to get you on the weekly time frame 5.85 billion in liquidations on the short side. So I guess we'll see, man. I guess we'll see, right? What do we got? Go fast. What's up, man? AF, brother Rob, and the community. Be patient, guys. Absolutely. Shout out to Big Rob, a gym session with Rob playing in the background. Actually, I'm just getting ready to head to the gym after this live stream's over too. I gotta get work on my girlish figure, right? Oh, house, eat my shorts, Bart Simpson style. All right, guys, listen. So that's the latest and greatest today. Like I said, make sure you go and subscribe to Crypto Archie. Good dude, solid dude. Definitely like his stuff. I watch. You should watch. And he's putting the good alpha out there, guys. He's putting the truth out there. The truth shall set you free, right? So check it out, guys. Listen, I'm going to head to the gym. I will be back later today. Get over to the Patreon. Check out our swing trades. Check out what we got going on over there, guys. Join me and thousands of other members today in our community. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.